Everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a deck review. Today, we're going to look at the Skull deck from PlayingCards.net and Gambler's Warehouse. The Skull decks, these were a Kickstarter release. It was a successful funded Kickstarter, and so the campaign came in two different colors. There was the orange and the silver, and it was a very small run. They're kind of limited. There's a $2,500 limit to each color, and they were printed by the United States Playing Card Company. You'll notice that these cards are very similar to the Skull and Bones deck that Conjuring Arts released. Similar in that the front is a little different. If you remember Conjuring Arts, the front of their tuck case was a standard bicycle. It said professional across the front, and it was just simple black, and it said Skull and Bones on the bottom. With this deck from PlayingCards.net, they've actually designed a front to it, and it just simply says Skull, not Skull and Bones. And so between these two colors, we're going to do the review with the orange tuck case.
So here's the tuck cases on the two decks, the orange and silver, front and back. And so here is what they look like from the opposite sides, respectively.
The tuck case says bicycle, trusted since 1885 across the front, and there's a large skull down there at the bottom. It says Skull, and there's some floral vine patterns on the left and right. Here it says air cushion finish and made in the USA, and it says the same on both sides. On the bottom there is some ad copy about PlayingCard.net and Gambler's Warehouse, and the top says standard style, standard face. The back of the tuck case is the back design of the cards. The tucked flap, of course, has more ad copy about the United States Playing Card Company, and that's pretty much it for the tuck case. Let's take a look at these cards. If you don't know, the Skull and Bones deck, it was actually inspired by a single card. Deep in the archives of the United States Playing Card Company, they discovered a single card, and the card was determined to be over 100 years old, and it was the only card in existence. So there's only one card, and there's no deck, and they don't believe that anyone else has this card in their possession, let alone an entire deck based off of this cards. So what Conjuring Arts did was they created an entire deck based off that one card. Well, now Gambler's Warehouse and PlayingCards.net have released two more colors in that same theme, and of course they did get permission and rights, and so these two decks are drawn from that same inspiration. Almost completely identical to the Skull and Bones deck released from Conjuring Arts. It's again going to be that same exact pattern of the mirrored image of the skull on the top and the skull on the bottom. The rest of the design is just vine work going around in all the corners, and then kind of like this diamond shape floral pattern there in the center. It almost looks like a mirror reverse image, being that the skull is black and not white. You are going to get a couple of extra cards with this deck, the first of which is you'll get a double backer, which is always great for magic tricks. And the second thing you're going to get is an ad card that says a little bit about PlayingCards.net and Gambler's Warehouse. It does come with the skull back design, so I guess it would make a really cool bookmark. This deck is going to be a completely standard 808 bicycle deck, which means it has a modern cut, has air cushion finish, and it has a retail stock. And if you'd like to learn more about stock, cut, or finish, you can click the link in the description. That being said, your face cards are completely standard. Standard quartz, standard pips. The only thing that you're really getting in this is a recoloring. The blacks aren't black, the reds aren't red, there's no colors in the quartz. Every color has been stripped out and replaced with this kind of Halloween orange color. You'll notice that even the ace says Bicycle 808 at the top. It's a completely standard bicycle deck. It's going to handle and move and feel just like a bicycle deck. So I don't know what else I would show you other than, look, all the cards are orange. Or to show you, look, all the quartz are orange too. That's just kind of the feel of this deck.
So like I said in the review, there isn't really much difference between this deck and a standard 808 deck, other than the fact that it's completely stripped of color in the suits and in the quartz coloring, and everything's been replaced by this kind of Halloween orange.
Well, that's it for this deck review. As always, we recommend that you like this video just so other people can find it faster. We also recommend that you subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards and card magic. You can follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/magicorthodoxy. You can also like our page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/magicorthodoxy. Thanks. Bye.